Epiphanies, revelations, absolutely. Something you and I are very familiar with. But do you remember the first time that ever happened to you when you had that experience? Do you remember where you were, how old you were, and how that felt being greeted with that for the first time when you realize your life's supposed to take a different route and you're meant to go on this special journey? That's because you already were born recognizing that you're really a soul being, you're a full being. You haven't just separated yourself and said, I'm just a human being. You understand that you are more than that, and that you're a soul being learning what it means to be human. But that's not all of you. There's so much more to you. You exercise this, and that's what we're here to do. We're not here to judge, but what we do is we exercise in confidence, and we show people you do know it's okay to explore yourself. What do you think curiosity does? Mystery is behind that, because life is a mystery, and it makes us curious straight away. So what do? We explore and we discover Gaia, Mother Earth, but we also have the ability to do that with ourselves. And that's choice, something that people don't literally take for granted, because you should. It's the last freedom we're ever going to have. So to exercise choice, to sit there and mind boggle about what you think the world is about, more than just our systematic actions that we have to do here. For you and I, we know that that does not fulfill. It does not fulfill us. We're like the phoenix. We live and we're reborn. We transition. We are like caterpillars turning into butterflies. Do excuse me, I'm getting all muddled up with my words. Kind of excited, you know. So we understand this, and we don't mind exploring not only the beautiful earth that we're placed on, but within ourselves. And we have no problems mind-boggling ourselves and saying, maybe we're a part of this, maybe we're a part of that. So epiphanies and revelations, we remember them deeply, because what they do is they suddenly become, if we're noticing and we are walking towards our destiny, we notice that epiphanies and revelations happen at pinnacle moments. That's for a reason. It's a breakthrough. You feel that breakthrough just like I felt that breakthrough. And then we go to our higher chapter, and then you can't unsee what you've seen. And so we vibrate higher, we evolve, and that's the whole point. And the good thing about that is that we show people, don't be afraid, because it's fear that puts people back a lot. You know, fear of oneself, when really it's knowing yourself that frees you from the fear. Can you see? So you and I, we understand that these epiphanies that we get lead to helping us identify the thread. Each moment that you go through that was a breakthrough, you remember it. And then it continued, and it became a pattern that you couldn't ignore. And each time one of these epiphanies happened, great things came about. You evolved and you changed for the better. And then you seek more knowledge and more wisdom. So it's for us to do this, my darlings. That's what we're here for. Yes, it can feel lonely and isolated and sometimes uncomfortable, but that's the spiritual journey for you. Whoever said it was running around in the poppy fields dancing? No, 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 no. You don't really learn much like that. I think, like I said before, those who have had the darkest of worlds and the hardest of lives and have worked through their traumas, it's working through traumas that gets you towards the spiritual journey. It's something that makes you feel that way in the first place. And half the time you'll find it's people that have been humbled by life, people who have not had it easy, and at the same time have the capacity to not only heal, they help others, and they try to figure out what on earth is going on a much bigger scale. Yeah, that's why we're chosen ones, my darlings. And it's okay to feel that way, and it's okay to own that. That's what we do. And at the same time, you have to give yourself that, because we get given a hard time for being how we are. It frightens the living daylights out of people, you know, but we understand that knowing ourselves helps you understand others. That's the beauty. So that's why it's important that what we must keep going, because it's like the yin and the yang. You're not really going to appreciate the knowledge and the way that we are coming when you don't have the darkness, because in real true darkness, which is a beautiful thing, you're able to see the light, you see? And that's the beauty. Darkness isn't a bad thing or an evil thing or a dangerous thing. It's absolutely the balance. And you and I, we're not afraid to go there, my darlings. And let me just say, the pink hearts, thank you. I see you and I'm feeling you. And it helps me understand what you need, what you want, what you are seeking. I'm a seeker, a wanter of knowledge. It fills me, it fuels me. And I love that because it's like the universe, it's infinite. There's never any end. And life is a mystery, just like the black hole. And I think my next subject is going to be the universe, consciousness, and us, because we are linked. Because the universe is a consciousness of itself. I am a consciousness. So this is going to be a wonderful subject to talk about. So put pink hearts in if you want me to talk more about spiritual journeys, our spiritual growth, the universe itself. It's just wondrous things to talk about. So do leave your comments, do leave your experiences, because this is where we can help each other, because we are all at different chapters, different journeys, different levels. I might not know something that you know, and you might know something that I don't know. And this is where we get those breakthroughs, because you know when you get stagnant and it's been a long time since you've had an epiphany and you're like, I know I need one before I can move. Little things in between have given you the experiences to give you the clues and the hints as to what it is that we need to tweak about ourselves or what it is we've missed. And then in comes the big one and you're like, yeah, you expect it to happen. So much so. Such a far cry from where we were in the beginning when we were afraid of it. Now, we're like expecting it. Hey, Revelation, where are you? Because we allow the divine to guide us. You see, because we trust that. And I know things are meant to happen for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that. And I'm a firm believer in divine intervention. I'm a believer in the fact that we come together for a reason, because we might be stagnant. And then when you meet a certain person or in a certain environment, then bam, the answer comes. And then you move up a notch. You're vibrating higher. You now see more and you can't unsee that. So now you have more intellect, more intuitive, more knowledge, more wisdom, and you can't repress that, you see, and we don't look to. That's why it's so essential that you continue, my darlings. You're chosen for a reason, because you're strong enough to do so. And you're strong enough to be able to heal, gone through trauma, heal, hold down a job and a life and whatever society wants to do, and still have the capacity to have wonder in your heart about what is life, what's going on, what's my part to play in it. It's so beautiful. So do leave a like and subscribe if you feel that what I'm doing is insightful, useful, and you can get something from it, because that's what I'm here for. I didn't go and survive through what I survived through just to do a channel, just to get, was it kicks, or they say? No, I really want this to benefit you, you know? And I'm here because I have this need that it needs to be shared. It needs to be shared. There might be things I speak of that you've just needed to know, and vice versa. So do leave your thoughts, your comments, your experiences if you feel to. And more importantly as well, what subjects would you like me to talk about? What's close to your heart? What topic would you like me to speak about? And then I'll go away, reflect on that, see if there's any more research that I can add to that. And, you know, share your experiences. You're safe here. It's okay here on this platform, on this channel here. There's no reprisals. We're all going to speak and treat each other as we should. And yeah, this is a place where you can feel safe to really share your experiences and convey amongst each other too. You can do that. It's absolutely cool. That's what we're here for, is to be there for one another. So if you like the content, do like and subscribe, and do leave topics of discussion that you think are really important, need to be brought to light. And if you'd like me to stay on the spiritual guidance type of things, then yeah, I can bring my affirmation cards, my positive cards, the cards where Because we are human, we've forgotten our universal language. So when the universe speaks to us and we ask the universe if you could just give us some divine guidance, what words of wisdom, what do you think we need to hear right now, my darlings? I use the cards because then we're able to translate that into the language that we understand. So we need to stay strong, we need to stay compassionate, and we need to keep our wits about us, our awareness, and truly, truly, truly be authentic. Humanity needs that. It needs you to be you, my sweetheart. Nothing else. Just unadulterated, unequivocally the gorgeous you. I saw your comments and I read them. You beautiful beings. Honestly, you go away with you. Stop it. You made such lovely comments to me, and I read them all, and the same back to you, my sweethearts. You are divine, beautiful beings too. You have gorgeous hearts. That's why you've gravitated towards here. I appreciate love you, because at the end of the day, that's time and energy, and you took time to write out a little comment, and it gave me so much support. And again, when people think that the kindness doesn't pay dividends because there's no monetary value to it, this is what we've got to get out of the habit of thinking. You know, people look at me weird when I say to them, you know, the way you've been has helped no end. They're looking at me like they're all dumbfounded, because people don't see any value in when you're there for someone. They think they haven't done anything, but they've done more than they could possibly imagine. And I think it needs to always be mentioned. Hey, thank you. And it needs to be acknowledged. So people won't be afraid to act like that more. And they're just so shocked that I would be so thankful, and that they thought that what they did made any difference. Well, it did, my darlings. That's the impact of the human species. We can do such wonders. As much as we can be cruel, we can do beautiful things for one another. And we've seen how the world can be when people are kind, because that's in our natural disposition to be that. It's society that takes that away from us and wants us to be more ruthless and more hurtful. And it's not. The true being is a kind, loving being. That's what we are, and that's what you personify, because that's what you are. And we're here together now. So I noticed the love hearts. I recognize those pink love hearts. I see you, I feel you, and I am grateful for you, because I have purpose. I have purpose in other things that I do, but this is purpose, with connecting with you. And let's see where we can go from this, because the beautiful thing about humans is the one thing that we have in common is that we're different. And if we're all different, it means we've got abundance of information and experience to share. And that makes us grow. It's not about having the information, holding it to yourself, having that leverage over somebody mentally and emotionally and physically and psychologically. You share that information. We don't hide it, you know. We want everyone to be abundant in absolutely every single way, you know. I'm looking this way because look, watch. That's Nuba, short for Nubian. And he's a busy cat because he helps me with my emotions, because that's what animals do. They especially cats, they keep away the demons, they keep away the bad energy, and it works them overtime. And so that's why they sleep a lot in the day, because they are constantly protecting us. And not many human beings know that about cats, but they're incredibly powerful beings. And my little Nuba here brings me so much joy. He knows it as well, cheeky little monkey. He knows it. He's gorgeous, my little Nuba. So yes, my darlings, do thank you for popping the love hearts, and I thank you so much for your beautiful, wonderful messages. It really humbled my heart, and it really just makes me want to make even more of the effort. So if you want more of the spiritual content, spiritual guidance, spiritual stories, you know, let's share, do put the pink love hearts in. He wants them too. Look at that. Hey, look at that. He's too gorgeous, isn't he? And if you want me to talk about other subjects, like I said, in general, just the human behavior, do drop keywords, topics that you would say, I'd like you to cover that, please. It's something that I experienced, it's something that I went through. I'd like you to do a session on that. So we'll get to it, my darlings. But remember, to build this channel, I need to understand. If I understand what you want and what you're seeking, then I can give you that and I can make better content for you. Because at the end of the day, I'm very much a people person. Even though I like my solitude, if I'm mixing with people, I want you to benefit from being around me. Because it's the human thing to do, isn't it, my darlings? So much love to you. So much love and compassion for reaching out to me, sharing those love hearts with me, letting me know what you're about, revealing yourself a little bit more to me, sharing a part of yourself with me. It's so appreciated, loved. You have no idea. I absolutely adore you and love you. And on that note, my darlings, from me and Nuba, have a wonderful day. And as always,